welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little Center Parcs tips and tricks sort of video. I went last year in February half term and I'm going this February as well, so this video is going out a couple of days before we're going. So I just thought I'd do a little tips and tricks video just to, if anyone's going, because I know when I went I hadn't been since I was about 7, so like 2007, so a long time ago, and I really didn't know what to expect the first time. Like, I knew what to expect because obviously it's Center Parcs, but I didn't really know how things worked, if they worked the same, and obviously I was a kid when I went before. So yeah, I just thought I'd make this video to see if there's anything that this could help you guys, because when I was researching myself I found there wasn't that many people talking about like tips and tricks for Center Parcs and things like that. So I'm just going to get started with a few tips. I've got them written down on my little notepad of what I would do if I was going to Center Parcs, which I am. So yeah, also make sure you stay tuned for the Center Parcs vlogs because they will be coming your way as soon as I'm back from my second holiday of the month as well. So number one is, once you've booked your holiday, you can book your activities. So the activities at Center Parcs range from Go Ape, golf, fitnessy things like badminton. You can do like rock climbing, you can do boating, you can do quad bikes. We did that last year. I'll link the playlist of last year's holiday in the information cards if you want to have a watch. Last year we did quad bikes, golf, boat, and a restaurant and bowling and badminton. So we did a lot, and we made an error with booking that many things in, if I'm being honest. But this time we are doing pottery painting, a dinner out, badminton and Go Ape, so considerably less than last time. But yeah, you can book your activities 12 weeks before you go, so they go so quick as well. Like if you want good time slots and things like that, you need to book them early. So bear that in mind when you're booking. Maybe set aside a little bit of money to go towards activities. Obviously you don't have to do activities because the swimming is included, but we like to do a couple of things that we can all do together. I think the badminton's about £15 for an hour and a half court. Go Ape was quite expensive, that was like £40 per person and things like that. So the bigger ones are obviously more expensive, but there are a few smaller activities. And also make sure to book your restaurants early because they go so fast. We made that error for this trip and there was only like one restaurant available to book at the time we wanted to go, and also they take a £5 deposit per person, so just bear that in mind. Second tip is take food with you. You have a whole kitchen there. I cooked a roast last time. If I can cook a roast in Center Parcs, you can cook anything in Center Parcs. How we tend to do it is one of us takes breakfast, one of us takes one meal, one of us takes another meal, and then the other meal we eat out. So we're still going out once, but the rest of it we do ourselves. And the main thing is there is a supermarket in Center Parcs. It is extortionate, like genuinely extortionate. Like you think that corner shop, double it. Obviously there's some things in there that are really nice and that you can't get elsewhere, but take the food with you. Obviously I'm going in February so it's cold anyway, but we tend to take a freezer bag with some freezer packs in it and take food from home and do a food shop before we go, and make sure to take oil and things like that, because otherwise you have to go to the shop to get that and they won't provide things like that in the lodges. So yeah, make sure you take your oil and your butter and your milk and stuff like that. But yeah, if you bring that beforehand you will genuinely save like 50% of your money. So yeah, I would really recommend that. Then, as I said, number 3, take your amenities with you. Take your toothpaste, take your oil for cooking, take some dishwasher tablets, take some washing up liquid. They will provide a little bit for you, but it's not enough for the whole weekend, or especially a week if you're there for a week. Also, if you're planning on using the fire, I would take logs with you, take marshmallows with you, take things like that, because those sort of things are so expensive in that shop. They do sell them if you forget them, or if you're happy to pay and you don't want to drag it with you, that's obviously cool. But for me, we always like to try and take those things and not buy them in the shop. We didn't buy logs for the fire until we got there last time, and that was a huge mistake. So, but then also, if you bought everything else with you and you want to buy the logs there, you can. So there is that side of it too. Number 4 is check the bus schedule. So the land train runs, well, land train bus, it's more of a train, runs every day apart from the first and last, like Monday and Friday of the trip, because that's when people leave and come, and the cars have to go through. But make sure you check what time the bus comes to your stop near you. Obviously this isn't applicable if you are nearer the facilities, however we don't pay extra when we go because we're happy to walk or get the train. So yeah, make sure you check the times the bus comes, because they tend to come, I think it's every 20 to 30 minutes, so make sure you're timing that right when you're planning your day. Also, see, the schedule's a little bit hard to understand, but it just says the time, it doesn't have like the route or anything, so it can be a little bit confusing. So maybe look at the map and kind of compare the two. again, but kind of relating to that, if you tip number 5 is if you don't want to walk or you don't want to get the land train, you're going to have to pay to be nearer. You can see on the map all the different lodges and like where they can be depending on what you've booked, and if you don't want to be in Fur, which is where we are usually because we don't pay, you're going to have to pay a fee. I can't remember how much it is, but you can pay a fee when booking to be near the facilities like the swimming pool or the sports centre. We don't mind if you're in Fur. It's about a 25-30 minute walk from your lodge to the swimming, and it's about a 15-minute walk to the sports centre, so it's not too bad. We don't mind that, but also there's the option of the land train too. It's just on the days that the land train isn't running, then that becomes a bit more of an issue and you just need to schedule that in. And with that, the next tip is do not book your activities too close together, because we did that last time and we were like running to our next activity and was like running for the train because we had 20 minutes to get there and we didn't make enough time because we didn't know what time the land train would be running and things like that. So make sure you don't book your activities too close together and check their times, because we were doing golf and then we were doing quad bikes and we literally had to like run to the land train and then run to quad biking because they were like complete opposite areas. So yeah, make sure to check that. My other tip is to take a gym bag. This may sound like such a silly thing, but make sure you take a gym bag for when you're going to the pool and things like that. Also, if you say you're doing an activity and then the pool, there's always lockers for your stuff that are free. So that's great. So yeah, make sure to take a little gym bag or a big enough tote bag that you can fit like towel, some shampoo and conditioner, or if you want to wash your hair, and a change of clothes. And like, I don't like putting leggings on after being in the pool, but I might want to wear them in the day, so I'll pop a pair of joggers in there and things like that, and all my moisturisers for my skin because the pool dries my skin out. So just make sure you're taking things like that with you. Then the next thing, again, it may seem simple, but make sure you save time to swim. The pool in Centre Parcs is like the best part. It's so good, and you want to make the most of that because it's free as well. You've paid, well, free, it's included in your stay, so make sure you make the most of that because yeah, it's a great part of it. The rapids are super fun. They've got lots of water slides that are just like go down, and then they've also got some that are in big rubber rings that are really cool, and they didn't have those for me as a kid. They've got the wave pool, and also make sure you schedule in some night swims because it's so fun to go there in the dark. Pretty sure the pool shuts at 9 or 10, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, just make sure you're scheduling some night swims, at least one on your trip, because they are so fun and it's just so good. Then another thing I'd say is if you can car share, try, because it would be great to take less cars there. Parking is always a bit of a faff. There's always a lot of cars, and when you are checking in and checking out, it's a bit of a faff to get there because there's so many cars coming in and out. I know we, on the last day, checked out like the latest possible, and it was so hard to get from because you have to walk to the car park because your cars are in the car park, because you can't have your cars by your lodge. So probably should have prefaced that anyway. So yeah, we had to walk to the car and then drive it back, and we were like literally only just got to our lodge in time, even though we left plenty of time, because there was so many cars and it was so hard to like pass and things. It was just awful. So I would say as a tip, try and like car share that journey a little bit, or also I would go and get your car like first thing on the last day, because you'll just run into less traffic and you can have it by your lodge. And in the evening, we don't go straight to the lodge when everyone else does because it's so busy, like so busy. We are a bit naughty, and we tend to go like at 5, which is allowed, and then we'll leave our car at our lodge as long as there's no one else trying to get parked, and then we'll drive it back when we go back for a swim. What you're supposed to do is take your car straight back once you've unloaded, which obviously is so everyone else can unload too, but if we're going later than everyone else, most people have already unloaded in your area, so that's a little bit of a tip there, but I don't think Centre Parcs would like that. But yeah, so, and on those journeys, if you could, for example, fit everyone in one car instead of 2 with all the stuff, do it, because then it's less cars to have to like take back. Then another thing I'd say is get a waterproof camera or a waterproof phone case, because honestly the rapids are so funny, and having the videos of us on the rapids makes me chuckle so much. Like, it's so hilarious, and it's just nice to have those memories in the pool, and also photos as well. Like, it's really nice to take photos of us in the pool and things like that, just having fun. But yeah, I've got one of, let me show you. I have one of these, you've probably seen it in the vlog. I have one of these phone cases, so you pop your phone in here. I bought this at like a water sports activity thing, but they probably sell them on Amazon and stuff, and then you just pop your phone in. It doesn't feel safe, but it is, and then you just pop it in like that and then shut it closed, and then you can also wear it around your neck, which is super good. So yeah, that's that, and it worked really well. Myself and Katie had one of these. I do also have a little mini GoPro. That's a fake GoPro. It's a kid's camera. It's not the best quality, but I also use that if I don't want to take my phone on the rapids, just because obviously it's at your own risk, because the rapids do throw you around, and obviously this isn't like a normal protective phone case, because I have to take my phone out of the case because it won't fit otherwise. But yeah, so I would recommend one of these little cases. Then again, on the same lines as swimming, make sure you take multiple swimming costumes. Like, I cannot relay this enough, because if you go swimming in the morning and then you go swimming in the evening and then you go swimming first thing, your swimming costume will not be dry. So make sure to take multiple swim costumes with you. Also, I would say make sure it's a swim costume you feel fully secure in, especially because, as I said, the rapids throw you around a lot and you don't want to be flashing anything on the rapid. I probably won't take bikinis this year. I think I'm just going to go for full swimsuits, just because it's a lot more safe, and obviously there's a lot of kids around. So yeah, make sure you consider what some costumes / bikinis you take, but obviously also make sure you feel comfortable in them, because that's the most important thing. Then my second to last tip would be take comfy clothing. I cannot tell you, like, I took so many nice outfits last year, didn't wear any of them, like pretty much didn't wear them. Just take some leggings, some jumpers, some joggers, some thermals, some cozy, some good trainers to walk in, and like I'll take my Uggs. Also, I'm going to take slippers this year for the lodge, some cozy PJs, stuff like that. Like, if you are planning to do like nice dinners, like we'll do one, I'll take one nice outfit, and I might take like a pair of jeans and a nice top if I want to wear it in the day. But genuinely, just take gym wear and comfies, because that's what you're gonna live in essentially. And take a nice coat as well. Maybe take a blanket if you want, take your hoodie, whatever you fancy. But yeah, take some comfy clothes. Then my very last tip is some food tips. Mine is to visit the bakery in the Center Parcs shop, because oh my god, the cheesecake! Oh, it was so good. They did really good cheesecake, and they did really good cookies and cupcakes, I'm pretty sure, as well. Like, it was so yummy. So I'd really recommend that. That's like the one thing I'm like buy from the shop. So the pick and mix was super fun in the sweet shop, so I definitely give that a visit. But yeah, that would be my top tips for Center Parcs, and I hope if you're going soon that this has helped, and I hope that you have a lovely trip. And if you are looking for more tips and tricks, make sure to go watch the old series, and also stay tuned for this year's series. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!